We freshen up the dash of a boat with the AutoMeter Air Core gauges. That and more when we get back. I'm Tim Johnson, and you're watching Shop Tool Reviews. A few months ago, we updated the tired pito-tube speedometer that was in this boat with the new AutoMeter GPS speedometer. Now, we really like the functionality, the installation, as well as the features that are provided. And you could actually see the link to that video down in the description if you haven't seen that. But the problem that it caused was the rest of the dash looked pretty tired. And in fact, some of the gauges that were on there, we couldn't quite put our finger on it, but something was just amiss. You know, just didn't look quite right, but definitely looked tired and old, and it was time for an update. So with the new AutoMeter GPS speedometer in place, we thought, well, why not go with more AutoMeter gauges? Also, these were I believe they're 2 1/8 inch gauges, and they were a bit hard to read, especially from the driver's perspective as they go kind of laterally along the dash. It was tough to look out there and see the fuel level and so forth. So we opted for stepping up to a 2 5/8 inch gauge. Now, these are the Air Core gauges, and as part of their Marine series, it's got the blue hash marks with the white face on it, white bezel. Looks really good, especially with the GPS speedometer that we added as well. It matches that. So we installed the 2 5/8 inch gauges. Well, before we could do that, let me back up a second. We had 2 1/8 inch holes already in our fiberglass reinforced plywood dash. Now, what do? We don't have a pilot hole for a drill bit to go into, or a blank canvas to start with. We've already got a hole. So how do we make that a bigger hole? And you can't just take a jigsaw to it, because quite frankly, the bezel on the new gauges just weren't that large, and they're not going to cover a lot of imperfections. So we had to be near perfect. Well, we thought, well, we could measure on center all the holes and get those dead on, and then, take a piece of plywood, cut the correct size holes, make it like a jig, and then clamp that jig to the dash, and then drill those holes with the hole saw. We could do that. We figured out there was a faster and better way. So what we did was we sacrificed one of the gauges. And as you can see here, we realized that the hole saw would almost go around the bezel of this gauge. In fact, we just used the hole saw to go ahead and cut the edges of that off. And then we could use the actual insert of the gauge as a pilot for the existing hole. And it nearly perfectly on every single hole cut the nice ring out. So it basically opened up the hole to where we needed it so that we can install the new AutoMeter Air Comp gauges. Now, once we did that, as far as wiring them up, it was pretty simple, because most of your gauges, especially your electronic sending unit gauges, typically they have a sending unit wire or sender wire, typically located or indicated with S. There's usually a ground. And then on a lot of them, it'll have an I, or for ignition, or that's your 12 volts basically. Some gauges may have more, may have less, but for the most part, most gauges are wired up about the same. Now, the nice thing about the new AutoMeter gauges, what I noticed, is you have the option of really wiring those up 3 different ways. Number one, there's spade connectors on there. So there's 3 male spades on most of them. So you can just take female spade connectors on your wires, push those on, and be fine. They also sell a 3-prong plug where you can actually wire the plug, and then it's just a single plug that plugs in. It's not 3 different wires. And then actually what we did, since there were ring terminals already on all these for all the existing posts, there's also posts on those AutoMeter gauges that you can wire it up that way. So we added we actually utilized the ring terminals on all the wires. And then for the lights, which we opted to upgrade the incandescent bulbs that come with it with blue LED lights from AutoMeter. So that was kind of a cool deal there, is be able to step up to an LED light, but also be able to color it. So we chose a blue. Now with that, basically you got 2 extra wires, or 2 more wires coming off the bulb. And one of those is a 12 volt source, and one of those is a ground. So we just had to add ring terminals to it, and again, share it on the post with the other wires as well. Now, one tip for that, when you are doing these LED lights, understand that they are directional. In other words, it matters where the 12 volt source is, and you'll figure that out, because if the bulb doesn't work, just pull it out, turn it to 180, or switch the wires, and then it'll work. So just understand that if the bulb's not working, it's probably because you just need to reverse it and turn it 180 degrees, and you'll be fine. Now, installing these was a cinch. Basically, you've got an aluminum bracket on the backside that kind of looks like a C or a U, and that's what clamps the gauges. And also the nice thing, just like the GPS speedometer, AutoMeter includes these basically thumb screws, basically a knurled aluminum fastener. And so once you put that, slide the bracket on, then you tighten those down by hand, and that cinches them tight enough to where it's going to hold in there fine. Now, one thing we did notice is with our dash, with our boat dash, we've got like a 3/4 inch piece of plywood covered by gel coat on the front and back. So it's nearly an inch thick, in some places a little more than an inch. So that aluminum bracket that came with the AutoMeter gauges was a bit too long. It didn't allow the studs to stick through so that you could put the thumb screws on. No problem at all. We took a cutoff wheel and cut a 1/2 inch off of each one of the legs. So it was 8 cuts for 4 different gauges. So two cuts per gauge, and we had that done, and then it worked. So that's not a fault of AutoMeter. They don't know what thickness of your dash is. In fact, most of the time, that's probably going to be pretty thin. So we just, like I said, had to cut those off. So a hacksaw would have worked. In our case, a cutoff saw, whatever, cutoff wheel, anything like that's going to work. Simple piece of aluminum to cut off. We're really happy with these. I think the blue backlighting looks really sharp on this, especially matching the GPS, or matching the GPS speedometer. So looks really good on the boat. And you have to think about something. I mean, when you're in your vehicle, when you're in your truck, when you're in your play toy, when you're in your boat, what's the thing you're looking at the most? You're looking across the hood or across the bow, and you're looking at the dash all the time. So staring at old gauges, that, just doesn't make you feel very good. So upgrading to this is one of the most simplest things you can do, and it gives you a lot of satisfaction as well, because you're always looking at it. Also, somebody sits in the passenger seat, they're going to notice that right away. Now, the model numbers to these gauges are 200757, 759, 761, and 763. And that is the AutoMeter AirCore 2 5/8 inch marine white gauges is what we installed. And we installed the voltmeter, we installed the fuel gauge, the oil pressure, as well as the water temperature. Now, they do offer some more selections as well. And like I said, we also had the larger GPS speedometer in it already as well, and we're running an AutoMeter TAC also. So we're real happy with the setup. Looks really good, performs really well, and again, being able to add the LED backlighting, and the LEDs, they draw hardly nothing. So we're really excited about this. You can get these; they're about $70 a piece. I think they range somewhere from $69 to $72, depending which gauge. If you need to add sending units, that's going to be more. But again, pretty cheap, seeing that, $320. We've updated the whole dash of this, and looks really good. So check them out at AutoMeter.com. Also, keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Hey, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the like button. And if you don't mind, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of future videos. Have a great day.